Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John. This is Menu Truded, and welcome back to LA Noire and the beginning of the arson cases. I've just been assigned a new partner. Biggs got a natty new car. Time to go and investigate a couple of house fires. So let's go and see what is going on at this house fire and meet my new partner en route, I'm guessing.
I seen you on your first day, hero. Walking into the station with your chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't have given me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
No, Biggs. I'm breaking the ice.
Just drive, hotshot.
Wood, we're already here. I was only going slow to let you finish the little speech. Okay, so we've got fire department on scene. I'm guessing we have to go through the wreckage and find things. Which, in all fairness, I liked much better. I really missed in Vice. There wasn't much chance to go around crime scenes and actually investigate stuff.
The fire started late last night. Stefan's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Okay, so the house is burnt down. There's no insurance. So there's no reason for them to have done it or to suspect these two people. None whatsoever. So that's one thing we can start with at least. There's literally no reason why they'd have burnt their own house down because there's no insurance to claim. Next, change back into the suit I actually like this suit. Let's have a look, see what we can find in the wreckage. Insta Heat, okay, this looks good. And obviously in the opening cutscene we did see someone fiddling with the boiler, so I'm guessing that's actually what was going on there, yep.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Oh, now you're not interested in shoes. Just a few missions ago, flipping shoe sizes were all you were asking. You're running around asking everyone if they were a size flipping 8. I'd like to think it's actually quite intentional. There's like loads of rubbish clues, no interesting clues in this part. Just kind of just rub into Cole Phelps how his entire life is kind of now just reduced to doing nothing of any interest or importance. But never mind. Let's have a chat with these people.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Oh, we honestly think that someone could have
We'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
deliberately sent you out of the way in order to burn your house. It's a bit of an odd thing. I'm not sure quite why that would be the case, but okay, fine.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stebbins?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Do I have any reason to doubt that? No, you're looking straight at me pretty straight on, so yep, I'll say that's true.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won.
And, okay, so the other thing that they were mentioning was, yeah, this whole area is going to be bulldozed to build housing for, I think, kind of veterans was the implication. So what do we know anything about that?
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Oh, okay, so someone wants to build lovely new houses in this area, but this guy refused to sell. And if this guy refused to sell, then somebody who wanted to build those houses could have done something nasty to get a house out of the way. Of course, the guy doesn't actually want to kill anyone, so he deliberately fabricates the competition to get them out of the way, burns the house down so they'll move on, he gets the land just like he originally wants to. So that's a bit suspicious. And this guy he just looks a little suspicious. He looks off to the sides a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to doubt that.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
Was the centre lot.
I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
Okay, so he gets the money for the plot anyway from the redevelopment fund 'cause he still owns the land. Well, that's flipping lucky. Okay, so yeah, the urban redevelopment. They strike me as potentially involved in this. I mean, in all fairness, they haven't killed anyone. In fact, they may have gone significantly out of their way to avoid killing someone. They might have paid quite a bit of money to stop anyone from dying. And even then, they're not going to leave this guy with nothing. They're going to reimburse him for the value of the plot that they originally offered him. So, They didn't do anything... Well, they did burn everything this guy owns, I guess. That's pretty bad. So we've got the travel agency, the suburban redevelopment, but we've also got another house fire. Let's go and visit the other house fire first. I think we should just double check on that to make sure if there's anything equally suspicious there. Because if it's equally suspicious there, then we know something's up. Okay, here we are, another house fire. This time, oh, the county coroner's there. Oh, Carruthers, that means someone was in the house. Oh, this was a big-ass house.
Hi, Albert.
Also, you get a fancy hat.
Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson.
Oh, it's not all bad. You get a big yellow hat. So this guy just thinks it's a complete normal accident. Sometimes Insta Heat boilers just explode. Unfortunate. But here we've got Carruthers. Oh, it's that little kid's.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, man. I'd say that's firm but fair.
I've got to say, Carruthers has got the right idea there. He'll help me solve the crime, but he doesn't approve of me cheating on my wife. That's fair. Now, what can we tell about... Oh, that's unpleasant. Hello, what have we got?
Is this significant?
Regulator valve.
Regulator valve.
Okay.
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel.
Then that's definitely the angle. The competition was a fix to get them out of the way so the house could be burnt down.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
There he is.
Oh, hello. Okay, so we're going after this guy now. Right, fine. I'll meet you when we've got him. Oh no. Darn, we almost got him. Oh, we're going to get him. Maybe. Just get him. He's right there. There we go. Terrible camera angle. That's an unfortunate place to have caught him. So this guy... Who was this guy again? I think I overheard them say he was a guy who's potential... Alright, what's your deal?
So you like fires.
Herbert Chapman.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
Well, possibly. I don't really know what that means. I mean, it's a cigarette and a matchbook. He might just smoke. Oh, I see. You light the cigarette, put it inside the matchbook, and then the cigarette slowly burns down. Then the fire catches properly when the cigarette's burnt down to the paper. I see. I get it.
If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove.
It wasn't murder, it was manslaughter. I don't know if manslaughter was even a crime or a thing that existed at this point in American justice history, but never mind. Yeah, it was manslaughter. They tried to get the family out of the way in both cases.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
There's a really obvious case here, you idiot. We could just travel in separate cars. I think that might be better. Right, let's go and deal with that travel agency, because I strongly suspect we'll be able to pin something on them there. With just some gentle pushing, I think they'll give up that this was that they were doing something suspicious and faking a competition, or were asked to fake a competition by someone. I think they'll be able to come clean. Then we can take that evidence up to the suburban fundy thingy, and we will be all good. Ooh, we snuck through that quite nicely. Alright, Gulliver's Travel Agency. Now, these guys either faked or tried to fake or were employed to fake a competition. And, I quite like that. That's a bit of a low spinning thing. That feels like it would... It's going quite fast and it's pretty low. That could take someone's head off right there. So, let's talk about this contest.
I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes. Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Well, I've got no evidence, but he's looking suspicious. We're going to doubt.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family? Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
There we go. Yeah, this is pretty open and shut, and we've got all the evidence we need now to pin this on them. So, after we wrap this up, we can go straight over to them. Okay, I feel like we've got everything we need straight on to these guys. Now, I feel like I could wrap this up pretty quickly unless there's a big twist coming. Here we are, the development site, and I feel like someone's going to be running from me.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Who's Leland Monroe? What? What? How did I just... What? I'm going in here. We're going in here. We're having a look around. Okay, so Elysian and the guys actually building the houses, Suburban are funding it. Fine. Who are you? Who are you? Are you important? No, you're not important. Mysteriously, the game's just said investigate Fire Station 32. And I don't really know quite why. I mean, for what purpose? Why am I investigating 32? And why do I think I'm going to come back here in a little bit and there's going to be a shootout? Because a lot of this feels like it could be good cover. But I feel like Herschel Biggs is not necessarily going to be that good in a shootout. But alright. Well, I'm not entirely sure why. The game says Fire Station 32. Fire Station 32 it is. Maybe just because they're the next logical stopping point in a fire case? I don't know. Let's go there anyway.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Oh, my partner knows a guy Lynch at Fire Station 32. That's what's going on, is it? I think I might have missed a line of dialogue there. Oops.
You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Oh, blimey, I'm doing chemistry, and chemistry was never a good thing of mine. Okay, so, wait, hang on. Okay, so hang on. So the situation is, pilot light, regulator, I see.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to Insta Heat and see what they say.
Well, I've got to feel like the Insta Heat is not necessarily the problem here, unless Insta Heat are in it together, but Insta Heat aren't the problem here. The problem is obviously the Suburban Fund, but for some reason we don't seem to care much about finding those guys, or rather we can't find those guys. Okay, here we are at the Insta Heat factory. The boys that have been showing up in a mysteriously large number of cases across my policing career, but never mind. Let's see what we've got going on here.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look.
I'm guessing it's been tampered with because we saw someone fiddling it with a screwdriver. Or rather, we should have done. But it didn't load, so we saw a man instead just screwing his own wrist back on.
We've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
I quite like this, my new partner. He seems like a general all-round good egg.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
There's 12 people.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so it's those two guys at the bottom, Reginald Valley and Ryan. Those are the guys that are the ones that we want. Now, let's see if we've got any arsonists among the flipping boiler installers.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term. Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge. There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Blimey, okay, lots of damn criminal records.
You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy.
No, they don't.
Show them. and keep quiet.
I actually really like my new partner. He's just, he seems to be by the book. He's a nice guy. Okay, Clemens. He's the guy who is not listed on either of the two things that exploded.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Okay, an anarchist pamphlet. Matthew Ryan. He installed one of the two. Oh, he's got all of the damn pamphlets, though. As well as some
seems irrelevant
bolt cutters. But more importantly, literally all the pamphlets of anarchists.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Also, a pin-up on the right there. Oh, hang on. Do I have to look? I have to investigate that one more closely. Anything inside?
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Okay, so Matthew Ryan, leading anarchist by the looks of it. Reginald Varley. So we know that he enjoys killing mosquitoes, eh?
Varley has a problem with bugs.
No. Oh, mosquito coil. Of course, that was the device that they mentioned earlier. So this is a thing often used to start fires. Right. Varley. It's got to be Varley. He was, yeah, I mean, he's got the mosquito coil, which is the only thing that's actually linked to arson. The other two were reading the anarchist literature, but that's not, you know, that's not necessarily anything to do with arson. Yeah, we're going, I feel like Reginald Varley. That's where I'm feeling, because reading anarchist literature is not necessarily related to arson. There might just be a political view, there might just be idealists, whatever. Whereas, yeah, plus Reginald Varley, he was also one of the two names. So he's one of the two names that was actually, that we know was at one of the addresses. And he's actually got something related to arson in his apartment. So let's start with him. I'm getting choices again. I'm enjoying arson much more than I've been enjoying, the vice cases.
If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Me and him, I think me and him are going to get on just fine. I like my new partner. I mean, if nothing else, Varley is wanted for the most serious crime because he's actually wanted for murder.
Stop or I'll shoot!
Don't run. Don't run. Oh, they always run.
Stop or I will shoot!
Okay, I finally did the flipping fire a warning shot thing that people have been telling me about in the comments. Excellent. Well, that's much faster and easier.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder.
Oh, we should really get some more evidence first. I really hope that's not the entirety of our case. Okay, next we're going after Matthew Ryan, who was the other person who actually was serviced a boiler that did go boom as part of this case. So focusing on those two guys strikes me as the priority. Here we go. Suspect number 2.
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs. Arson squad.
Arson?
You heard.
Please don't run.
Well, just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
No, don't let him put something away. Why does everybody run? Okay, now is my partner still going to be shooty out of the window McShootyson? I really hope he is. Come on.
I need to be closer, Phelps.
How much closer do you need to be? Oh, bloody hell! That was amazing!
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
I'm amazed he's not dead after that wipeout. Mag-flipping-nificent. Now, the question is the third guy now going to get away because I kind of took so long to get to him? I'd half suspect that might be the case. That'd be a cute twist to this case if that was what actually happened. But let's see if we can get the third guy anyway. Right, next we are going after Clemens. Question is, will we find him in the garden? If you just got that reference, then congratulations, 100 MATM points to all of you. Now, are we about to come into a flipping third person who's about to run away from us? Or is this one actually going to not?
Biggs, LAPD.
That's such a better idea under the circumstances. Just flipping cuff him right now. Okay, so this guy had one pamphlet in his locker, so he read one pamphlet, but he didn't have the big collection. Now, let's ask him about Varley, shall we? Because we know he took a pamphlet from Varley, so if he says he's not close to Varley, we can call him on that.
No? Can't say I do.
Liar. Lie. There we are. Where's the leaflet? Yep. Leaflet.
Good. I've been cooperative. How about letting me get back to work?
What? I just showed you the leaflet. That's weird. Was I supposed to show him the pile of leaflets or something? Oh, I may have chosen the wrong leaflet to show. Never mind. Oh, it was Ryan's Anakin oh, darn. I got them the wrong way round. That was the guy with the pamphlets. Stupid.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Now this time I confront him with the pamphlet.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
Well, that's interesting to know, actually, that if Ryan has actually, if Ryan wants to bring down the company because he wants to bring down just any capitalist corporation, that might be a motive for him. Right, let's go back to the station and interview the two guys we have in custody. Okay, back at the police station, let's interview some arsonists. Potentially, anyway. Potentially innocent until proven guilty.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Oh, I like the fact he actually does stand up for me. That's kind of cute. I like that. Alright, let's start off. Where are the interview rooms in this damn place? Alright, let's dig into interview room 1. Let's see what we've got going on here. You. Okay, Matthew Ryan. Let's start off with the anarchist literature, which I think is pretty much, incidental, but apparently at this day and age might be a good way to rattle him at least.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ooh, he's doing a slightly hyperactive, suspicious thing. Do I have anything to hold against him? I've got nothing to hold against him because for some reason, even though Clemens did actually tell me this guy was, potentially looking to... Yeah, I've got no evidence to hold against him, so I'm just going to doubt.
Last chance, Ryan.
Oh, darn. Alright, let's go into your attempted murder charge.
I have no such thing.
No, that's just lying.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Because I know about your criminal record.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Oh.
As Festos Water Heater Company.
Wait, he lost his entire family to a faulty fitted gas thing, so he became a gas fitter. This is like an alternate universe where young Bruce Wayne decided to become a mugger. So inspired he was by watching his parents being murdered. He's like, yeah, that was good murdering. I want a piece of that. I am messing up this interview.
Can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Well, I've definitely got nothing that ties this guy to knowing anything about the fund, so doubt again.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Seriously? I'd say it's gotta be Varley under those circumstances, surely. I think all we need to do is make a connection between Varley and the suburban regeneration thing, and that's it, we've got our man. That's all I want to do. That's what I want.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan. That pinko bastard.
So, your work at the Sawyer... What? I can't ask him about the... Okay, fine, I've only got one question. Sawyer residence work.
I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
That's not true. We know that you serviced and repaired their boiler. We know that.
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
You signed your name on a thing. There you are. Heater serviced by Varley.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
He's not giving me anything I can pin against him, to be honest.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Why would I... Do I have evidence to hold against him? Where does lie go?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Yeah, that I can't accuse him of lying, but he's still acting suspiciously enough I'm going to doubt. Oh, damn it!
Look, I can try to pin this on one of the other guys.
What was I supposed to hold against him? Oh, blimey, I feel like I've messed up a whole bunch of stuff here. Do I have any follow-up questions I can ask the other guy? Can I not put a charge on this guy? Why can't I put a charge on this guy? I mean, he's probably the more suspicious of the two. Is it because I failed the interview? Or didn't do well enough? Oh dear, I've done awfully in this case. Congratulations, you're charged. Yep, congratulations. I'm charging you on the extremely flimsy evidence that you have something to do with suburban regeneration, and the case against them seems relatively solid at the absolute flipping very least. So, congratulations.
I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons, and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
Yeah, that was a flimsy case. I'm going to get shouted at for this, I'm sure of it. I deserve it.
How is it, no, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk.
I deserve this.
You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Oh dear. Oh, what a terrible thing. I couldn't charge the guy, it wouldn't let me, because I got too many flipping questions wrong. I wanted to charge the other guy. Oh dear. Case against Varley looks dangerously thin for a man facing 4 counts of murder. I agree. It was flimsy as anything, and I would have charged the other guy, but the game flipping wouldn't let me. So that's a shame, isn't it? Alright, never mind. Oh, I'm doing awfully. I'm a bad detective. I'm such a bad detective. Right, let's see what's coming up next. Okay, here we are. A walk in Elysian Fields. Now, what's going to be going on here? Oh, man with a lot of paper and a lot of candles. That's a recipe for fire right there.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can.
Also, be less terrible at investigating this time. Okay. Right, next time we'll do the next mission in arson. And hopefully I'll suck less. I guess given the game did specifically say to me, if you mess up too many questions, you can't charge someone. I guess I must have messed up too many questions. I mean, I wanted to put it on Varley anyway, because I wanted to put him on an association with the suburban regeneration, who I think had the best motive, and he was most closely associated with them, but apparently not. Never mind. Alright, fine. We will pick up on the arson cases next time. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Menu Intruder, and this has been LA Noire with the beginning of the arson cases. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Down, 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 get off it. Just hop off. Oh, no! Oh, that was wrong! I would untie and save you, you understand, but there is a hovercraft. I really hope the bear's not still around. The bear is still around! The bear's still around! The bear's still around! Good news, guys! Elephants here! Hey!